Hello everybody, happy 2022. Hope everybody had a good holiday, good Christmas, and a good New Year's. We'll all try to work to make sure that 2022 is better than 2020 and 2021. Can't be any worse. I have faith. I have lots of faith, so I think we can do it. So I'm been working a little bit down here. We took a trip out west off I-40, went to Flagstaff and met some of the family. We rented a house for 5 days, went to the Grand Canyon. It's a great trip. And on the way out, did a little rail fanning out of the car. Of course, the BNSF Transcon follows I-40, and I've got a few videos. I put it together, and I added a soundtrack of one of the instrumental songs that I wrote on guitar and synthesizer. It's called Celestial Cruise. Seems to fit the video pretty well. It's about 5 minutes long, and we'll play that at the end of this video. I got some things for Christmas. My son Tony, Redbird Tony, and his wife got me a Ready Mix, the Blue Star Ready Mix from Walters, and it's awesome. It actually looks like the one in the neighborhood where I have the other one right now. I've got a cheap IHC, which is okay, looks all right, but this one actually looks like the one there, so I was really glad he got it for me. He went down to the McLean Depot and got some presents for me. This is one of them. Gave Tom some business. Anybody that's coming through Illinois and stops in McLean, crossing the Dixie Truckers stop, Tom's over there. And Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 4, 10 to 5. Stop in. He's got a nice shop. Really nice shop. They also got me some vehicles. I got some cement trucks. These are exactly what the cement trucks look like. You can see I got the school bus. That's the first school bus I've got. And a delivery truck and an ambulance. So I'll be putting those out there. This is the one I'll be replacing. Yeah, I mean, it looks okay, but it doesn't look anything as nice as the Walters kit. So I'll be glad to get that in there and replace that. It'll look pretty awesome. I set some other engines up over here. I've got an IC running down the IC line through Bloomington north and south. This is the line that goes through town. It goes from Painted to Freeport, where it did. So I put a couple of GP35s, a little short local, ran up there. And let's see this guy here. I got a new GP38 ICG to go along with my GP38 GM&O. I got that down at the McLean Depot. So it's they look good together. They run really good together. They're both Athens. So I was really glad. Glad to get that. Very nicely detailed. So, and the rest that I did is over on the other table. I'll show you what I have. I have my Beltline Road, my Ireland Grove Road intersection here. Well, there also happened to be, up until last year, Chuck's Harley Davidson shop. So I went and built myself a sign out of the evergreen pipe. I took 4 thin pieces of wood, made a frame, printed off on photo paper, thin photo paper, glossy, the Harley Davidson sign, and I put a couple of LEDs inside of it, and the wires run down through the piping. So I made that. I took a Pike Stuff kit. It's that retail warehouse kit. I cut the warehouse in half because it's a smaller building out there. And I made Chuck's Harley Davidson. See, I got signs on it and everything. Came out pretty good. Those are 164th motorcycles. Kind of hard to find the 187, but they look good there. They fit real nice. So I did that. A little work over here on the airport table. I added the farm. I actually extended the entire table out. You can see where I extended it out another 17, 18 inches all the way across. And this is what they call Airport Road on the east side of Bloomington. It runs right into the intersection, right into the airport. It's exactly the way it does. Also, back in the earlier days, we had Dr. Deneen in town here. He's a doctor. He had a farm. So I used the Blueford Shop corn, spring corn, summer corn. I made a little cornfield because that cornfield went from his farm clear over to the airport, so it worked out really well. And then I found a barn somebody already built. I bought it. Got the garage, the house, put the gravel in, truck, tractor, some hay bales. Looked like it came out pretty good. I don't have them hooked up yet, but I've got the traffic lights for the four-way intersection. Because into the airport, it's one way in and one way out, and then you'll have all the intersection lights for all four directions. So it made it a lot better. And over here is the East Lawn Cemetery, which is out there. I have 21 members of my family are out there. So that is going to be a cemetery. I've got buildings, and it's one of those cemeteries that has the bronze markers, no actual granite stone or anything. So I have to put the grass in, the buildings and the roads, and I'll make the little brass markers out of paper or plastic or something, and I'll put brass markers all through there. So that'll be that. And the farm's all done. Of course, that was all finished before, as you saw before. So now that I'm back from vacation and everything, we're going to start putting some landscape in this whole area here and over here, because we put the gravel and everything in here, start putting some ballast down. I'm only going to put the ballast on the outside, right up to the track. It's less, just the way I'm going to do it. It's kind of less messy, but I'm going to do that and run it all the way around. So those are kind of some of the things I did. Of course, here's the Harley Davidson shop sign in the dark. It looks pretty neat. See? So it's actually on a hub by itself. So I do believe so. It's somewhere in there. Anyway, looks kind of neat. It's exactly the way it was. I had a tall pole with a Harley Davidson sign. Similar shop. When Chuck passed away, Winnie ran the shop for years, his wife, and then she finally closed it about a year ago, or early last year, after 30-some years of being a Harley Davidson in Bloomington. So, otherwise, this is all here to do the way it was before, and it's happy to have the space here to add on to it. So I'm real pleased with that. So. Of course, we got the local coming here through here. Maybe Twanda. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Like I said, had a really good holiday. We met some of the family out in Flagstaff. We rented a house. Some came from Tucson, some come from Florida. 4 of the kids and grandkids, and my wife Nancy and I. It was a spectacular time. Went to the Grand Canyon. First time I'd been there. It's just a sight to behold. Pictures don't do it justice. So had a really good time. We drove out and we drove back. And we, in the meantime, when I wasn't driving, because we had 2 cars and 4 drivers, when I wasn't driving, I was taking pictures of the Transcon line that followed I-40 out there. So I have a video of a bunch of stills and a bunch of videos that I took. Of course, we averaged 80 to 90 all the way out and back, so taking pictures was a little sloppy, so if they aren't perfect. But you'll see that a lot of BNSF traffic, Transcon container trains, full hopper car trains, full mixed trains. It was busy. I'm on the way out in New Mexico alone. I think I saw 12 trains on that line. I mean, it was busy. And they were long ones too, so you'll see it in the video. So I'm glad, I hope everybody had a good holiday, and this is my update for now. I'm going to get back to working on this one of these days soon. Besides, I've got some music to write up in the studio up here, but like I said, Celestial Cruise is the tune to the video, and I hope you enjoy it. Everybody take care.